tell us. Let's just start with you. Introduce yourself and introduce Victoria to us.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Before I introduce myself, thank you so much, Blessy, for giving me this opportunity to be here today. I so much appreciate. And my name is Evely Owankolo. This is Vitoria Owankolo. So some of you know me as a Doe Voice of Truth. So today I'm here to say something, experience of what I passed through with my daughter Vitoria. So I believe with what I will say today, it will touch some parents and it will help some parents that is passing the same pain that I've passed through with Victoria to able to encourage themselves. I think that is the reason why I'm here. And then for people to like love and then show love and support over what I've been passing through for 6 years. Thank you so much, Blessing, once again for giving me this opportunity to be here today. And I thank you all for watching.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you honored this invitation. This is special also to me and to many mothers out there that might find themselves in your shoes. So I know a lot has been flying around online. I know you have been posting. We've been seeing videos of you treating Victoria, but I don't think we have the complete story. I want us to start from the beginning. Victoria was born normal.
Yeah.
Until she was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Let us start from her birth. What kind of child was Victoria growing up after she was born? How was that until it happened?
Victoria it was a very quiet and brainer child, very intelligent, and she was like, right from the day of birth. Victoria, I've never sick. Victoria is doing well. She's great. She's everything. When she was 6 years old, that is when she had the first attack. That was pneumonia. So after we battled that pneumonia, so after 2 years, that is when she had the final attack, which when she was 8 years old.
Okay, so let's take it slow now. When she was 8 years old, she had pneumonia.
When she was 6 years old, she had pneumonia.
Okay. Pneumonia. And how long did it take her to recover from pneumonia?
6 months.
6 months. And how was she? Because she was already 6 years old. She could already walk and do everything. Could she still do those things?
Yeah, after the pneumonia, she was fine. She was fine again. She was okay.
Okay. So let's just say that was a normal pneumonia. Nothing happened to her. Nothing changed. She recovered after 6 months and then she went back to normal.
No. She spent 6 months in the hospital. Then after 6 months, it took her about a year to recover.
Okay. And then after recovery, she became normal again. She could talk, she could walk, she could eat and do every other thing.
Yeah, she can talk, she can walk, she can eat. Everything was normal.
Okay. And then when she was 8, she had another attack.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that one?
Okay. When she was 8 years old, I just did that 8 years old birthday because that birthday that year, we did it very great for her because of what happened to her, the pneumonia that happened to her when she was 6 years, because me and the dad never expected that she would survive it. So the dad promised that when she's 8 years, we're going to do a very great birthday for her, and which we did. 2 months after her birthday, she had this attack. She went to school and she came back and she said, "Mommy, I can't lift up my right hand."
Okay.
She was not sick, nothing happened. So we're just looking at it like it's funny. Why can't you raise up your right hand? So we continue like, let's take her to the hospital to check. So we take her to the hospital for the first time. So they write some drugs for her. They say she's going to be fine, that we should go home. So after 1 week, it's getting worse. The hands is getting bad. Yeah, she's not using it at all. I said, no, this is going out of hands. So that is how we returned back to the hospital. She was admitted and everything become worse than the way we expected it.
Okay, and because she was admitted and she was being checked up, what did they tell you was wrong with her, possibly?
Well, from the beginning, we run a lot of tests. We run the scanning, the hair scanning, because they think that the problem is coming from the health. So We run a lot of scam for the first time, run everything, checking, all doctors is coming, checking. They are not really finding what is the problem. And this checking continue going on. And we are by now we are spending up to 1 month, 2 months, going to 3 months in the admission. Vitoria is dying every day, and the father donated blood for her twice in the
Okay.
hospital. So, and they, on that process again, the doctor they now find out a test that she's anemia, which that kind of a test have never come in a result before. Nothing like that have
That she has
detected.
sickle cell. Do I understand you?
Anemia.
Is that sickle cell?
Yeah, you know, anemia and sickle cell, they are just like one family, but
Okay.
sickle cell is different from anemia. Anemia
Okay.
is a child that doesn't produce blood, red blood cell. That is anemia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we now find that on too much test on her running, and we now find out that she is anemia. And the doctor now said that, but that is not the issue. That is not the problem of this paralysis, for her to paralyze
Mm-hmm.
the right hand, the right leg. And this particular time, she's no more walking. And on this process of this test, Victoria can't talk anymore. She lost her memory. She can't remember anything again on this particular time. So I was so worried. I was so stressed. I don't know where to start from. So by the time they started running tests, they said they cannot find what is going on, and they say it's bacteria. They will use this. They will try. They continue trying different drugs on her. So on one good day, one a nurse, she's a Christian. You know, in this country they are Muslim. So the lady
Mm-hmm.
now came to me. He said, Victoria, mommy. I said, yes. He said, what is happening to your daughter? I'm from Cameroon. I am a nurse. Okay. I think what is happening to this girl is not honoring. This sounds like a spiritual something. I will advise you to take your daughter away from this hospital because they continue trying a lot of things on her. You will end up to lose her ear. This is what I
Mm-hmm.
just telling you privacy because when I see your effort and your husband, you have spent a lot to the extent that you don't even have any to spend anymore. So I said, okay, I will see into it. Then I called my husband. I told him that look at what is going on. And I told my husband that they're having some funny dream, but I know that nothing is going to happen to Victoria. She's going to
Mm-hmm.
be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So after I find out that all the road tests, they are not, there is no improvement anyway. To make it short, there is no improvement at all
Mm-hmm.
with all the road tests and everything we have passed through. So later, the last minute, we went to the last scanning. They now said that she had a
Mm-hmm.
blood clot on the
Wow.
head, the right side of the head.
Okay.
And they now say that they have to make operation for her. That is when I
Okay.
refused. I said, no, they are going to the exactly where to kill this girl final. I said, I will not allow you guys to operate my daughter
And is
head.
that
No,
what
no,
kind of a hospital was it? Was it like an African run clinic or
no, no,
was
no.
it a foreign
It's a big clinic, hospital farm. It's the biggest international clinic there. Hospital
international?
farm. Yes, it's a big clinic there. So
Yes. And
so
what
from
class, in what class was Victoria when all of this was happening, when she was 8 years old?
yeah, Victoria was 5.
She was in class five,
No, no, primary.
primary five.
She was going to primary 5 when she had this problem because Victoria is doing more than her age anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She's 13 years, but she grew more than her age and she's doing
Mm-hmm.
things even more than her age when she was
Mm-hmm.
coming up. So that is
Mm-hmm.
just a gift for her. So from there, and I said, okay, by the time we started going up to 4 months, I'm just trying to cut off the stress in
Yes.
the hospital, not to go long by explaining.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
from there, the doctors now said that, and I told the doctors that I want to discharge my daughter. Victoria
Okay.
is not working. She's not working. She's just like a skeleton. She's just, even the doctors have give up, like she's not going to make it.
Okay.
So then I said I can't discharge her. I said, why? They said because the child is not okay and they can't just approve it to discharge a child that is dying. That is not done that way. And if anything happened to Victoria, they will hold me responsible if I
Mm-hmm.
insist for them to discharge Victoria. I said I
Mm-hmm.
don't have any money anymore. I've spent it. We
Mm-hmm.
have spent all. We have give all we have. I
Okay.
sold my
In that
car.
period, Sorry to
So
cut
I
you
said
short.
to go.
In that period, she had already stayed in the hospital for 4 months. You guys had spent a lot. Around
So
how much had you people spent in those 4 months? Around how
huh,
much? Give us an estimate.
I think we spent up to 6 to 7 million.
Naira
Because
or
no,
Senegalese?
no, safer because the hospital is very, very expensive. In
Okay.
every day, we paid like 20 euro every day in hospital beds. And Vitoria drugs, Vitoria treatment, everybody knows when you say Senegal is just like Europe. Everything in the land is expensive. For someone to stay 4 months in the hospital there, when they are watching me now, they will know that really 4 months you have to be stranded. You have to give all you
Okay.
have out to be
All right.
stranded
So
to stay
for
4 months
yeah,
in the hospital.
for those of you watching, if you can help us quickly go to Google, help us do the calculation. How much is 6 million CFA? 6 to 7, you said, or 6 to 8?
Yeah, 6 to 7. Six
Six
to
to
seven.
seven million CFA. Help us do the conversion. How much would that be approximately in euros or in dollars? Comment it down below so that people can have a better idea of how much they spent in 4 months only. All right, you can continue.
So from there, and the doctor said no, they will not discharge Victoria. So I insist, me and my husband, because we don't have anything to do again. We are stranded. We need to go. We need to just take Victoria out from the hospital because nothing is given free. So we are living there is our money we are spending. So then I said, I have to sign papers and all those things. They took my ID card from me because even when they seize my ID card, I still have some money balance to pay, which I cannot afford to pay that money. So they took
Mm-hmm.
my ID card from me. They said they cannot give me my ID card until I pay the balance money. And when am I coming to pay the balance money? I told her that I'll be coming in 2 months' time to pay the balance money.
Right.
Then that is how we signed the paper. We took Victoria out from the hospital, and the
Okay.
Victoria was not working, so we took her with a wheelchair out from the
Wow.
hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get back home, the hope we were just having the hope like, let's go and make some videos with her at home, with our junior ones, like memory to remember her. I
You had
can't
already
lie.
given up.
Yes, I can't lie. I cannot be here be saying that no, I have the faith, I have the belief, I know I can pray. I can no, 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 no. I lose me and the father lose complete hope that she's
Okay.
not going to survive it. Because even
Mm-hmm.
the hospital, they write that she will have 10 days to stay on this earth. That Victoria cannot make it more than 10 days. So with the doctor report and everything, so we don't have no hope again. So we go home and start like looking at how making some pictures and video to see that is to have her in memory.
Yes.
Then later on, I called my auntie back home, and my auntie said, "Never you give up. You are into natural things. You knows about natural. You treat people. You encourage people. Why is it your turn and you can't do nothing?" I said, "Sometimes when it comes to your turn, you'll be weak. You will
Mm-hmm.
not
You're
know what to
confused.
do at that
Yes.
particular time." So she
Okay.
encouraged me.
I'm going to break you there. Now she is reminding you of who you are. Can we
Yeah,
go back to that? Because before Victoria got sick, you had a life. Can you
yeah.
quickly tell us what you were doing? What kind of a mom were you before all these things happened?
Okay, before Victoria Hines, I'm a kind of a woman that, mom that I love my children so much and I love my husband so much. And I'm a kind of a woman that I'm really, really there for my family 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Whether rain or sun, I'm there for them for 100%. And
Mm-hmm.
me and my husband, it's just like I'm married to my best friend. Me and my husband, we are like friends. We are like husband and wife. We do things in common, and we don't keep friends anyway. We just like distance friends. Okay, so we are okay. We are fine. We have a beautiful family. Okay, my husband has a car. I have a car. We are just a little bit okay. We are
Yeah.
happy. And life is moving on until Vitoria Hines came in. And that is when my family started shaking because we passed through a lot.
Okay.
And,
So
and
yeah, you both were
yes,
business people and just a
yeah,
normal
yeah,
family going about your
yeah, yeah,
business, and
yeah,
you were
business and
comfortable. Yeah.
doing our thing a little bit comfortable, but we are happy. We are okay.
Okay. All right. So after you spoke with your auntie, let's continue from there. You spoke with your auntie and then she told you to use herbal therapy.
Yeah, so from there, it's like she just wake me up again. Like, why are you weak when it comes to your turn? This is what I know you will. This is what you always do for people. Now it comes to your turn, you are weak. Like they are using the same thing that they are using for Vitoria to tell you not to know what to do at your own child. So that is when I wake up. I started following. I throw all the drugs away, everything. I burn it. Then I said, God, you are the one that holds this life, and you are the one that created everything on this earth. All is natural. You created. I said, if I can use what you create, all these leaves, to heal my daughter Victoria, I said, I will continue telling people the importance of natural things. So that is when I focus on Victoria with natural things. Like I start with her like vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
So that is when I start with her. Then no spices, nothing. Everything we give to her is natural, and herbs, drinking, agbo, different kinds of things. We continue like hoping that let's see what God can do for us at this particular time. So we started seeing results after 6 months, but she was not working. She
Okay.
was not talking. She have lost everything.
Okay.
She lost everything. So
Okay, so which results were you seeing after 6 months? I know that the doctor already gave her 10 days to live.
yeah,
So
yeah.
for her to have even survived 6 months, that was already a big result on its own.
Yeah, that is when I have more hope and strength. Like,
Coverage.
wow, she will make it. Let me put more effort on it. That
Mm-hmm.
is when I add more effort, and I started going with it, and going with it. And on the process, when Victoria get to 1 year, the improvement in that 6 months is that Victoria was like a skeleton. Like it's just that unfortunately that the father burns everything. He don't want to have that memory again because saying it disturb him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Victoria was like a skeleton. But in that 6 months, she started like getting back herself a little bit coming. Then now she can sit down, we can support her with the pillow, and she can look at us and she can make like this. I want to drink water. She can describe with her hand
Okay.
that she needs water. If she's hungry, she can make her hands like this that she needs food. So we started
Yeah.
having hope that she can demonstrate like she needs something. That was
Okay.
the
Can I,
first hope.
yeah, can you shift the camera a bit for me to see her better? Hello, Victoria.
Hello.
Do you remember what your mom is saying? Do you remember
Yes,
everything? Do you
yes,
remember? Okay. And how are you feeling now? Are you feeling better?
yes.
Okay. And what would you like to tell your mom?
Mm,
Tell your mom something. Look at your mom. Look at your mom. Tell her something. Okay, I think she's still shy. I'll give her some more minutes to.
No, it's not shy. The problem is really what you guys are saying now. She find it difficult to explain. She
Okay.
find it difficult to. She's not shy, but she find it difficult to explain because even right now, she's not just speaking very well. She's still putting it together one, like she's
Okay.
lost in it.
Okay. Does she make conversations?
She can make it one, but she can't just make it straight.
Okay. 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 But she understands what I'm asking.
Yeah, she understands, but she find it difficult to explain to you. That is the problem.
Oh. Can she write?
No, she can't write. She can't read. She can write, but she can't read.
And what are the things she can write? What
Victoria,
can you write?
what can you write?
mm, I can write.
She can write like when you say like give her a pen to write like ABC 1, 2, 3, like spell a boy, girl, all those little things that we are trying to. Because she was in school, but the normal school was not helping her. She was not coping because children sometimes they mock her in the school. okay? And it make her to feel so bad in a way that she don't want to open, she don't want to make friends, and she's not coping. So that is the reason why we said, okay, let's take her away from normal school.
All right, right. We're going to get to that. So Victoria, look at me, look at Auntie. You know why I'm wearing this? Because that picture, let me see the picture. This one, you see, you were also tying something. And I thought, okay, I'm going to dress like Victoria today. That's why I'm dressed like Victoria. So can you also write your name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so you can shift the camera back to you. We are going to come back to Victoria in a jiffy. All right. So you were talking about her school. She was going to a normal school. At what point did she go back to school?
Victoria just started school after 2 years and 9 months she spent at home, because she spent a year and 3 months without working. Then after she started working with the therapy, a lot of things that take place with her, and all this therapy and everything, I was the one doing it at home, for the treatment and all.
Yes.
So it took her again 2 years plus to talk. And we are still on the talking till today.
Yes. Yes. So how old was she when she started school again?
When she started talking?
School. When she went back to school, the normal school. How old was she?
10 years.
She was 10. She's now 13, right?
Yeah, 13.
Okay. And at what class did she join that normal school?
They took her back to nursery.
Wow.
Nursery. For her to start to learn how to write A, B.
Okay, so now she's still maybe in nursery, or she's still in primary in the normal school. If she was to continue with
the normal school, she's 2, primary 2.
Primary
but even
2.
that 2, that primary 2, she's not even, like, I don't know what to say. She's not meeting up with her little sister.
Yes. And in what class is her little sister?
Favor
Yes.
is, she's going to 4, primary 4 now.
4. Okay, so you also talked about the fact that the children in the normal school, they really didn't understand her condition, and they were making mockery of her.
Yes,
How was that for her? Also, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, how did she?
She always come back home, and Victoria, you can explain that on your own, okay? Victoria, say something. What they used to do to you in the school, you can explain that.
You to mock me. I don't mind them. I go upstairs, it go upstairs and mock me again. That's why I don't want to go back to school.
Okay, and is it one child that was mocking you, or were there many children mocking you?
It's plenty.
And what is and what were they saying when they mock you? What were they saying to you?
You said I don't have 2 hands. You can walk that side. That's why I don't want to go back to school.
Okay. And did you report to the teacher? Did you tell your teacher at school what they were doing?
I tell my teacher, because it don't mind me.
Oh, okay. All right, that's such a pity. And it's terrible. I mean, even normal children go through bullying. And to now know that a child that has a lot to deal with on her own is still experiencing something additional like that could just break her down emotionally. And I understand that she doesn't want to go back to that same school, because she might look different from the other kids, and they are kids. They don't understand what she's going through. They don't understand. Even maybe the teachers at that school don't even know how to solve such issues or problems. I mean, they could tell those kids, stop it, and the next day they are doing the same thing. So also for parents out there, let us also learn also to start to train our kids. Let us give them that knowledge that you don't go about mocking and bullying other people's children, because bullying, people you see, adults you see today on social media, they didn't just start bullying on social media as adults. They started like way back in primary school. and they don't want to leave that character of bullying. But it starts from when they are young. Parents have that duty to do. Be friendly to people. Be kind in everything you say to your colleagues, your co-students at school. We really need to be putting that knowledge, like instilling it every single day to our children, because we don't know the damage we are causing other children. So, well, let's just continue to listen to you, Mrs. Evelyn. So apparently you have other kids. You have Favor, I believe, and you also have a boy.
Yeah.
And Victoria was young when all of this happened, and she is the first. She's the oldest, right? Victoria is the
No,
oldest of your kids.
no. Vitoria is not the first. Vitoria is the second.
She's the second. But you still had those other young kids. How was it balancing? Because you had to give Victoria extra attention and care. How was it with other children? Did they feel like they were lacking? Were you also able to balance all those activities as a mom?
Yeah. They never feel they are lacking because I'm a more general. I love kids. I love kids. I'm not stressed about kids. Even when many children come around me, I can able to handle all.
Okay.
That is my own way of life. So my children doesn't feel it. Maybe if in fact they are the one that's even supporting me to like give Victoria love and support.
Nice.
Yes, I make them to understand the condition of their sister. So we join hands together as one family to give her the love she wants and supports.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And I have a question here from a commenter. After we posted that picture today, this morning, or the video that we were coming live, someone commented and asked about your husband. Do I have that comment here? Yes, yes. Someone commented and said, what about her father? I don't understand.
Okay, so just like what I was explaining on the line when I said it took Vitoria a year and 3 months for Vitoria to start working. So all this line, it is me and my husband, which is the father. We are the only one that is battling everything, coming, no family, no support from nobody. Okay, on the line, after 2 years, when Vitoria is out from the hospital, because of the stress and everything, so my husband, I don't want to say this because I'm not everything I would like to say here.
Okay.
Because I would like to have some of my privacy, but I would just like to treat this on it. And my husband fall sick for 4 good years. My husband had been sick, and with Vitoria, I was alone that was carrying the family. So I would love to end my husband on that position. I would not like to talk more about his own privacy.
How is he doing now? Is he better now?
We thank God we are still on it, but I know by the grace of God it's going to be fine because he's passing through heart problem.
Yeah. So you also have that to deal with.
Yeah.
It is well. Yes, it is well. Okay. So now let's go to Victoria. Victoria says she doesn't want to go back to the old school. Is she still going to the old school?
No, she's not. As the holiday, as the school closed, as the school resumed, the junior ones went back to school. So I dropped her. So I decided to like put her in a school that children like her have the same problem, so that she can able to see her mates. She can able to cope. By then, in the school like this, nobody's going to mock nobody because they have the same conditions. I think they can able to encourage themselves. So people encourage me that child like this, if you put her in normal school, it's not going to help her. It's going to cause more damage for her. So that was the reason why I dropped her from the normal school.
Okay. And that was this year. So from this year, she's no longer going to the normal school. And
No.
From when?
I just dropped. That is when the school closed down. As the school opened, so I let the school know that Vitoria is not coming back.
Yeah, so, that's this year, right?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
They just started about 5 days ago.
Okay, so does it mean she's just home now? She's not going to any school now?
No, she's at home now, but I'm going with her with a private teacher for the meantime before she will go back to school.
The teacher comes to the house?
Yeah, the teacher is going to start on Monday because they told me that I have to support her. Even when she's going to school, I have to support her with private teacher to
Mm-hmm.
able her to read. Because right now I'm so worried the way that she's 13 years and she's still doing a lot of things like a child, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of things for her anyway. Even a period, a lot of things I do for her. She's not like doing this on her own, 100, like even 70%, she's not doing it on her own.
Right. Okay. So when is she supposed to start school again? The special school.
Yeah, that is the reason why I decided to join. In the beginning, I don't want to like come out to like ask for support and help, but our people say that sometimes when you look at that, people is going to laugh at you. It's better people laugh and than people cry to you. So I feel at that particular time what I'm passing through, what I'm carrying, because I really, my husband is a kind of a hardworking man, loving and caring man. He
Mm-hmm.
was there for us. He gave me the best, which every woman, the dream of every woman. So when Ahines came out, so I'm the only one that like chested out the family to see how things is going to be fine in the family so that monkey will not come in. So I really don't want to like bring Victoria out, because when I really want to bring Victoria out is when the case was worse than in the way that I don't know. I beg people like friends and people surrounding me like to help. They are watching me now and they are seeing what I'm saying, that maybe I don't want to talk a lot. I just like
Mm-hmm.
cutting it.
Yeah.
So, but later somebody advised me that I should not look at mocking, I should not look at bullying, and I really need, she really needs support, and I myself, I need people to support me. That I should look at this girl condition, everything she needs, I can't provide it. So
Mm-hmm.
I just have to create a page for her and bring
Yes.
her out and put a story there, and maybe God will touch people to like show her love and
Yes.
support her. That was the reason why I bring her out.
Yes. And I
So
have
now
to
she's
tell
about
you
to start
that.
the school.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, continue. Continue.
Yeah, now she's about to start the school. That was the reason why I asked for people to support me for
Yes.
donation. Like I'm able to put her in the school so that she will able to like help herself out and to do things without me. Because it's just like I'm holding Victoria. You're like I'm holding like Victoria is my last born. Like I'm holding 3 years old baby. So she disturbed me a lot for a lot of things. But
Mm-hmm.
I have to do it. That's why I'm his mother. I
Yeah.
can't ask God why, because she was not born like this. If she
Mm-hmm.
was born, I could have comfort myself from the time of birth. Like, God, you know why you give me this child. But
Mm-hmm.
this is the child that is doing everything. He's washing plate for me. He's going message. He's the one teaching Vito how to read, how to write. So it's a pain that sometimes my heart's heavy. But I don't know. I keep all in God's hand, because it is it's something that caused it, but it's just
Yes.
that I've forgiven that this person. He has begged me to forgive, and I don't want to
Oh,
like put it again in
wait.
story.
Someone has taken responsibility for what happened to Victoria?
Yes, it's yes, but because the person begged me and then asked for forgiveness, I say a little bit of it in Victoria page. So I don't want like you beg me and
Yes.
God to restore back my daughter life, and I continue like saying it. So I just want to
Okay.
let it go.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We don't even have to go into details, but it's very, very important we all learn from this. Like, we have to, I would be doing my viewers a high amount of injustice if I don't go a bit deeper into, we don't have to go into details, you don't have to mention names, you have forgiven her and she knows, but I want people to be able to learn. Otherwise, we are just sitting here for ourselves. So now this person confesses to you that I did this to Victoria. Did the person also tell you why? What you
Okay.
did to them?
Okay. What happened is this. It's just like a help to a friend. It's just like a help to a friend, and so I just like a friend that we know for a very long time, and then I trusted her, and she was still having one child. So we were just coming together. So she's the kind of a person that always suspects. It's the kind of person that always suspect everything around her, like, you know, our way of Nigeria. Ah, now when should they come? Or it do me or this one. So just like that. So anyway, when he has problem with the husband, I bring her closer. I'm going to short it and
Okay.
bring her closer to help, as normal
Okay.
thing we do as friends. Okay. So when my daughter was sick in the hospital, I never suspected her. I never think anything towards her, because
Mm-hmm.
when I love somebody, when I like somebody, I open my door for you. So I believe that we have one mind. So she not